Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to new chapter, biological classification. Biological classification. Already previous chapter we discussed plant kingdom. So in this biological classification, all living organisms are classified into different groups. So for this purpose, different classifications are proposed. What are they? So first we are going to discuss the all living organisms classified as scientist Aristotle. Okay, all living organisms are classified into different groups by scientist Aristotle. Aristotle, the living organisms are classified into two groups. First one plants, second one animals. First one plants, second one animals. These plants are different types are there. That means these plants are categorized into herbs and shrubs and trees. Herbs, shrubs, trees. What is meant by here? Herbs. Herbs, not herbs. H-E-R-B. Herb. We pronounce herb. Herbs means very smaller plants. That means nearly 1 to 3 centimeters in height of the plants. And shrubs are 3 to 5 centimeters. And trees are more than 5. Okay, here more than 5. More than 5. So already trees how it is, you know this. Okay. So the plants are categorized into here 3 groups. Herbs are there and shrubs and trees. So herbs are very small plants. Okay, and also these are the little bit of it is a medium sized plants are there, and trees are very bigger. You know this. Next, animals are that can be categorized into two types based on this red blood cells type. Red bloods, the animals are categorized into two red bloods. And another one, those that did not. These two only announced. Okay, the animals are categorized into two: red blood cells type, and another one those that did not. They don't know. They are categorized. So this is the one of the category wise separated. And another one they categorize, but it is not clear. Those that did not, don't know clearly. So this is the Aristotle class earlier. That means the living organisms are classified before the scientist Aristotle. They classified the plants two groups of plants and animals. So the plants are categorized herbs, shrubs, trees, and animals are categorized into the red blood cells type, and another one those that did not. After that, one more classification is proposed by the scientist Linnaeus. That classification we called two kingdom system of classification. Two kingdom system of classification. Two kingdom system of classification. In the two kingdom system of classification, this is proposed by scientist Linnaeus. The scientist Linnaeus. Okay, the scientist Linnaeus, Carolus von Linnaeus. Yes, Carolus von Linnaeus. The two kingdom system of classification proposed by scientist Carolus von Linnaeus. So, what are the two kingdoms? So, in these two kingdoms, such as it is a plantae and second one animalia. Plantae and second one animalia. Okay, so in this system having, you can see some demerits are present. Demerits. Okay, what are the demerits of in this classification? What are the demerits in this classification? This two kingdom system of classification, first of all, did not differentiate the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Did not differentiate the prokaryotes and eukaryotes and unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms and photosynthetic organisms and non-photosynthetic organisms. What is this? This classification, one of the demerit. What is this one? Here, prokaryote, not differentiate. Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. What is meant by prokaryotes? What is meant by eukaryotic organisms? Okay. Prokaryotes means, here see, carrion. Here this prokaryotes means, first of all, what is meant by here the carrion? Carrion means nucleus. Carrion means what you call? Nucleus. In that, Suppose you can see this is the plant cell. In the plant cell centrally located, this is the organelle we call it is the nucleus. Nucleus. Okay, and then this nucleus not enclosed any membrane. Not enclosed. That means this nucleus not enclosed. That means not bounded any membrane. Such organisms we call prokaryotes. Understand? So this is the nucleus only. Nucleus surrounded by any membrane is not present. Such a kind of organisms we called prokaryotic organisms. Next, eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means here EU. EU means true karyons. True karyon means the nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. This is what you call nuclear membrane. So here this is the nucleus. So this is the nucleus. This nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane is present. Such a kind of organisms we call eukaryotes. Okay, the nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane. Such a kind of organisms we call eukaryotes. Eukaryotic organisms. Prokaryotes means nucleus surrounded by any the nucleus not surrounded by any membrane. Not surrounded. That means nucleus surrounding, not bounded any membrane. Such a kind of organisms we call prokaryotes. Okay, so this is the in this one of the demerit in the two kingdom system of classification. One of the demerit. So what is this one? Did not differentiate the prokaryotes and eukaryotic organisms and unicellular and multicellular organisms. Unicellular and multicellular. Okay, that is also we are not differentiated. And photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms. What are the photosynthetic organisms? That means what are the autotrophic organisms? What are the heterotrophic organisms? Here not explained here. And one more demerit is first one. And second one, large number of organisms. Large number of organisms. Large number of organisms are, okay, did not arrange both groups. Large number of organisms are did not arrange both groups. Both groups means in plants, Plantae and Animalia. Both groups means what do you call here? Plantae and Animalia. Both two. Okay. Second one, the large number of organisms did not arrange both groups. Next, one more character. One more decorative character. Bacteria and blue-green algae. bacteria and blue-green algae and fungi and mosses and plants, okay, and gymnosperms and angiosperms under these plants. Okay, so the bacteria and blue-green algae and fungi and mosses and plants and gymnospermic plants and angiosperm, all these are under this category. What is this one? Plants. Next, one more thing that what you call means is the prokaryotic bacteria. Prokaryotic bacteria and blue-green algae, or other organisms that are arranged in eukaryotes. This is one of the demerits. Okay, so blue-green algae, prokaryotic organism. Actually, prokaryotic bacteria. Prokaryote means there is no nucleus. That means nucleus means nucleus not surrounded by nuclear membrane. Nucleus not surrounded by nuclear membrane. And also such a kind of bacteria it is, you can see. So prokaryotic organ nucleus are not conspicuous. Not conspicuous means not clear. So such a kind of organisms are that are arranged in eukaryotic group. So this is also one of the demerits. And previous you can see it is what you called, that is Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra, and these are arranged in the same, that means amoeba, paramecium, these are arranged in the same groups like that. Okay, so that is correct deviation, it is not present. So this is one of the demerits. Once again say, so this two kingdom system of classification proposed by the scientist Linnaeus. So how it is classified, these two kingdoms means these living organisms are classified into plants, that means plantae, and second one animalia. So in this classification, so much of it is a demerits are present. So that's why this classification is not accepted. What are the demerits means? Here in this two kingdom system of classification, it not differentiates prokaryotes and eukaryotic organisms. Prokaryote, here karyon means nucleus. Here the nucleus is not surrounded by nuclear membrane. Such a kind of organisms are we call prokaryotes. Example, it is the bacteria. Prokaryotic organisms are we call bacteria. And eukaryotes mean here EU means true karyon, that means true nucleus is present. That means the nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane is present. Such a kind of organisms we call it is eukaryotic organisms. Such a both differentiation is not shown in this classification. And also unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms are did not differentiate. And photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic differentiation also not shown. Photosynthetic means they prepare their own food material, and non-photosynthetic, so photosynthetic means here they preparing their own food material. Non-photosynthetic means like example it is a heterotrophic organism. That means autotrophs and heterotrophs are they are not differentiated. And the second one, it is large number of organisms are not in both groups. And the earlier classification system is from here the bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, and plants, and gymnosperms, angiosperms. All these are organisms are under plants. And prokaryotic bacteria and blue-green algae and this eukaryotes. That's it. This is the two kingdom system of classification. Next, we are going to discuss another classification three kingdom system of classification. Three kingdom system of classification. In the three kingdom system of classification also, here main Munira group. Munira group is under this two domains. That is, two groups are there here. It's not explained here. So in your textbook, according to that. So this is Munira. Under this category, it is the two groups. What is meant by Munira? I will say next classification. Okay, and eukaryotic group. Already I told eukaryotic organisms. So in this eukaryotic organisms are all these arranged in one group. That is a three kingdom system of classification that only said in your according to textbook. Okay, three kingdom system of classification. So we have Monera group that are arranged in, it is the two groups. Okay, and eukaryotic organisms that are arranged in one group. Okay, actually this is not mandatory to you. Okay, and then one more, it is the most accepted. So the classification system, you can see here the five kingdom system of classification. In this five kingdom system of classification, this five kingdom, all living organisms are classified into five groups. So such a kind of classification system is proposed by scientist R.H. Whittaker. The scientist R.H. Whittaker. This five kingdom system of classification proposed by scientist R.H. Whittaker. What are the five groups? So first one, Monera group. Second one, Protista. And third one, fungi. And fourth one, plantae. Fifth one, animalia. Okay, so these are the five kingdom system of classification. So this five kingdom system of classification proposed by scientist R.H. Whittaker. So in this classification, all living organisms are classified into five groups. First one, Monera group, and second one, Protista, and also fungi. Fourth one, plantae. Fifth one, animalia. See, in this Monera group, all prokaryotic are, that means particular bacteria. You can study in this group bacteria. Okay, bacteria. The Monera group means all kinds of, it is a bacteria arranged in the Monera group. And in this Protista, unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryote means, already you know this. Eukaryon, that means true nucleus is present. That means nucleus surrounded by nuclear membrane is present. So unicellular eukaryotic organisms are, you can see the Protista group. What are the different types? They are in this Protista group. There are different types of organisms are present. They are classified into different groups. That means chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, and slime molds, and also euglenoids. Okay, and protozoans. They are different category wise. They are classified. What are the features? We will study later. Okay, once again, see this point. Protista. The Protista unicellular eukaryotic organisms are arranged in this protista group. So next, fungi. What is meant by here the fungi? Fungi is the heterotrophic organisms. Fungi are the heterotrophic organisms. So in this fungi, they are after that they are arranged in a separate kingdom. There are 5 kingdom systems. This is the Monera is the one kingdom, and Protista is the one kingdom, and fungi. Fungi is the another kingdom. So in this fungi, different groups also present. What are they? Phycomycetes and Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. There are different groups are present. We will discuss later. We will explain very clearly. So one by one kingdom wise. Okay. So next, planting. So all the plants. The plants are under this category. Animals, means all animals are arranged in this category. So this is the 5 kingdom system of classification. So once again say, this 5 kingdom system of classification proposed by the scientist or H. Whittaker. So all living organisms are classified into 5 kingdoms. First one, Monera kingdom. In this Monera kingdom, most of all these bacteria are arranged in this kingdom. And Protista group, unicellular eukaryotic organisms, particulars such as it is a chrysophytic organisms, dinoflagellates and slime molds and urinoids, and one more, it is a protozoans. All these are in this Protista groups are in this arranged. And fungi, these are the heterotrophic organisms, these fungal groups. So bread and jam, whenever it is boiled, the thread-like structures are present. Those are we call it is fungi. So such a kind of it is fungal organisms are classified into different groups such as it is Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. So these are 4 categories are divided. We will discuss later their features and plant and animal you know this. So these are the 5 kingdom system of classification. Okay. So next we are going to discuss so what are the Monera group of organisms are present, different bacteria, and Protista group, different kinds of bacteria, different kinds of organisms, fungi, and we will discuss. So first next we are going to discuss is the Monera group. Okay, Monera group.